Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next session of our discussion. We are moving forward with unit number 3, and the topic for today is on note taking. Note taking. It's a very, very important criteria where we have to understand the importance of note taking. There are people like us who are good listeners, but the way we take notes is also very, very important. And the essence of writing will be developed once the note taking technique is understood. And today's class will be dealing with the mechanism of how to incorporate simple techniques to abide with the writing skills that we have. And with those techniques, we can actually adapt a more comprehensive and adaptable way of writing paragraphs, short stories, and even long answers that you need to even deal with in your personal and professional life. So we'll move forward with today's class, and we have to understand the importance of note taking. It is nothing but taking notes, and it is the process of keeping track of information from various sources that we have adapted on. Now, making notes, one may capture the substance of the material and relieve your thoughts of the burden of recalling all of it. So, this is the essence of note taking, where we can give precise notes based on your understanding, and with that, you can actually have a comprehensive understanding of the topic based on the notes that you have taken. Notes are frequently taken from short source, such as a lecture or an oral discussion at a meeting, when the notes may be only record of the event or from a long material. Now, this is also very, very important. So, you have to be precise in your answers. And while taking the note itself, you have to give only the instant points that is actually very important during the session. So, making notes requires not just jotting down what you read or hear, but also combining and appraising topics learned in lectures or from reading. It's again a very, very important thing that we have to understand while you deliver particular notes on that particular session. So we have to incorporate the notes by jotting and reading what you hear. So, while we understood the requirements for good note taking, we have to understand the priorities. So, there are 5 important things that you have to understand while you take down particular notes. Number one, it aids to the organization of the assignments you are researching. Now, whatever the criteria that you are having, you have to have the apprehension to understand the topic and how well you deliver that in your notes. Number two, assist you in comprehending and remembering stuffs. Only the essential points that you have heard from a particular lecture or open forum, you can just jot down that, and with that, you can actually understand and you give a comprehensive answer later on while you state it in a particular report or an essay. Number three, assist you in focusing on the most important aspects of what you are reading and hearing. So, just the important aspects that you want to focus on, you can delve into that and make sure that whatever you heard, it's actually written in the form of short answers so that you can actually remember the points and you can actually deliver the right noteful taking. Number four, it keeps track of what you have learned better than your lectures or friends' notes, as well as your queries and thoughts. Now, it is actually an updated scenario where you understand the concept and you deliver the output based on your understanding. And lastly, it prepares you for test revision. This is the fastest technique that you can actually adapt while you are revising for any of your examinations. And if we can follow this pattern while you understand the concepts, definitely it is of great use. Now, what are the strategies for a good note taking? Today's class will be looking forward for this, and if you can adapt these strategies in your lectures, definitely for your exam, this is of great use. Number one, the heading or the subheading. To allot a short and best understood heading and subheading, we need to go through the source's content at least twice. So ensure that whatever you're writing, it has to have a proper heading and subheading so that the source content can be of clear and concise manner. Number two is the content. Only write the most applicable content to make your notes truly accurate, and also do not forget to include those important details that you think will have a hard time recalling it later. So only the important content you have to ensure that you write in your note, so that once you recollect the thought, those points should be there in that particular notebook. Number three is readability. There are a few tips that you can actually use to avoid any ambiguity to make the notes more catchy. Number one, not leave unnecessary spaces to avoid confusion. And number two is make sure of as many abbreviations as possible, but it should not come out as pure comprehension. So ensure that you have abbreviation to make it very clear. And also the mechanism is used to avoid the timing so that you can actually be in stake with the lecture that has been said, and you can actually make the notes based on the abbreviations that has been told by the respective person. Now, the format. It is actually a very important criteria, but if you can follow this format under the notes taking strategies, definitely your notes will be of simple, clear, and concise manner. Now, a note-making format involves selection, analysis, summarization, and organization of your respective information. There are different note-making formats, so let us make ourselves familiar with them. Number one is the split-up page format, a narrative format of note-making method. Here, you can see the method. The page is divided into two columns. The first column had the standard notes. The second column will have a summary. This is the most common format to note down lecture notes. And this is, for most of them, this will be most of the way in which you adapt to that particular sense of understanding the concepts based on the split up page format. Number two is the diagram or pattern format, a visual note-making format method where the information is introduced by a diagram, related ideas connect the main topic, and with this, you can actually have a simpler version of understanding the concept used on diagram pattern. Lastly, mind map, a visual note-making method where the main points and all the related points are presented through a map. It contains text and images both for a clear understanding. The information is linked in the proper sequence. So you can use any of these three formats for writing down your notes, but definitely whatever you are good at, definitely go with that particular format so that it'll be easier for you while you take down particular notes in your class hours. Now, this is one of the strategies of note-taking format that can be used in your particular note-taking sessions, especially during the lectures that you are hearing. As I said earlier, the title should be there, and you should give a subheading. That is, by numbering it. If you number it, it'll be of great use because you can understand where the point can be done. Okay, the points can be of new to you, and you can name the numbers based on that. So I've just put one example like this, one, and the topic can be of any use. And if you have a sub point under this, you can make as 1.1. And if you have following points under the subheading, definitely you can add on by adding 1.2, 1.3. The same thing, if you have more paragraphs while you write, you can make the point based on the new perspective on the previous point. So if it's done with one, we can start with two. And if there is subheading with that, you can continue with 2.1, 2.2, vice versa. So once the note is done, you can give abbreviations to it. So as I said, abbreviations is the fastest technique that you can actually write down your notes based on that. And later on, you can derive through the abbreviation what you have understood. And you can derive it through a separate point called key to abbreviations. So you can add on like that and make it understandable for you to understand that all these criteria can be done under note-taking format. This is followed with summary on what you have understood, and with that, you can give a proper understanding of the lecture based on the summary that is being told. Now, here, make it very precise, to the point, and make it understandable for the reader to understand whatever you have understood based on that particular note-taking strategy. So, ensure that the summary is short, within 50 to 70 words, and ensure that you have a good heading with a good body content. I'll give you one example, and if you can look into this, this is one short paragraph that I have taken, and with this, you can actually derive the notes that is actually being understood. It can be of paragraphs, and based on this, you can give your note-making strategies based on your understanding. So the topic it is on television and its impact on our daily life. So this is the question that I have given for understanding, and it's actually 5 different paragraphs for this particular topic. Now, if we comprise this into notes based on what I have told you regarding the format, we can have like this. First, you can give the title. So I have given it as advantages and disadvantages of watching television. Then under the first paragraph, I have given the topic as benefits. And under this, I have given subheadings to understand the concept in a more clear and concise manner by giving out keywords to derive the paragraphs based on the subheadings. So I have given like this, and I have given at least 4 paragraphs that derives the previous question, and based on that, I have given different criterias in which the paragraph is talking about, and with that, I have given the abbreviation. So minimum requirement is around 5 to 6, and if it's more than that also, it's fine, but ensure that you draw a box so that it's very clear for the understanding of the key abbreviations that you have talked about in your note-taking strategy. This is followed with the summary, as I said, very short and to the point on what you have understood, and with that, your note-taking strategy can be of great use. Things to remember while you take down notes. So if you can follow these things, definitely the points that you have in mind will be very clear, and the content will be of great use. And lastly, you have a better understanding of the concept based on the strategies that you have used through the notes that you have dealt. Number 1, select only the relevant data and include only the essential phrase from the passage. It's very, very important. As I gave you one example, based on that, you can understand the values in which you have to comprehend the essential phrases of that particular paragraph, and with that you can understand the concepts in a more clear-cut manner. Number 2, try to use minimum of words. Complete sentence would not be accepted as notes. So include only minimum amount of words in your points. It should not be of complete sentence because it will be like proper notes. So ensure that you take only minimum amount of words to make it precise so that you don't have to waste time. Number 3, only really important examples needs to be included. If it's very evident that this thing has to be there in your notes, definitely you can add it, or else you can give only key elements of that particular data. Fourth one, it is necessary to give a suitable title to notes and maintain a proper indentation. Again, it should be very clear, suitable, and it has to be having an understanding of the subject based on whatever the topic is on. So ensure that you have a proper intent, and also the lining has to be straight. Next one, it is mandatory to make at least 4 headings and subheadings. So if you have more than that also, it's fine, but based on the lecture, based on the notes, you can actually comprehend more than 4 if required, or at least 4 if it is necessary to have. Next one, the summary should be brief and should be made using notes prepared. So it should be, as I said, within 50 to 70 words is more than enough. And based on that, how well you derive from the points you have taken from the notes, you can actually write your summary. Next one, it is important that one keeps in mind the word limit, the summary, and strictly adheres to the notes. So everyone has a tendency to write big and long, strong sentences, but ensure that whatever you write has to be clear and to the point. So the word limit has to be of great use. Next one, it is mandatory to include at least 4 abbreviations in your notes, as I said earlier. Add a full stop after each abbreviation to make clear for the readers so that you have added more than 4. They should be common and easily identifiable. For example, if it's carbs, it is for carbohydrates. Something like that has to be done in a very, very short and sophisticated manner. The next point is it is necessary to prepare a key to abbreviations, as I said, minimum of 4. So it should enclose within the box, as I showed you in the previous example. You can draw the box, add in your abbreviations with the details that has been talked about in your particular notes. Lastly, the presentation of this writing skill is of utmost importance. So the presentation of your writing skill has to be very clear, concise, and to the point based on the notes that you have taken. So if you can follow all this, definitely your notes will be of great use. And if you can adapt all this in your writing skills, definitely the notes will be very precise and will be readable for the audience if the notes is very clear, cut, understanding is being made. So I hope you can follow the strategies by using any of these methods in your note-taking platform so that it will be of great use for your studies. Thank you.